Hey y'all, happy Monday! We had a crazy, record-breaking weekend of sales while we were out of town in Myrtle Beach, and I got to play around with my new phone to test it out, see how I like it. You guys let me know in the comments if the videos are better. We have 60 total orders to pull, so this is going to be 2 different videos. We'll do 30 in this one and 30 in the next, and then we'll give you the grand totals at the end. First item that's going out is this Bermuda Star, which I believe is a cruise ship, patch. It's sold for $9.95. We only have a quarter into it. Now we have a toy going out that was very recently listed. This is a little Easter troll doll that's popping out of a cracked egg. I didn't know that trolls were hatched. You learn something every day. We paid 50 cents at an estate sale. It sold for $9.95. Alright, our next item going out is something that has been in my store since the very beginning. Back when I actually cared about sourcing things with name brands on them, and at that time I thought London Fog, oh, that's a great brand. It's funny how much we learn and how far we've come. But I picked up this London Fog garment bag at an estate sale and only paid $1. It's been just hanging around with my other bags for a long time, and it finally sold. Someone sent me an offer for $10 and I gladly accepted. Now this next item is actually a double item sale. We went to an estate sale recently and picked up a ton of paperback books. Most of them were either celebrity bios, true crime, or horror. And this person bought 2 of the books that we've listed, and we finally got the rest of them all listed. It's been a slow process. This is the Okura Mask and the Tulpa, both from the 80s. We paid $1. They sold for $15.22. I paid 50 cents a piece for all of those books. Now we have some Easter Anna Lee dolls going out. Sold quite a few of them over the weekend, which is good. We're now moving on to Easter. I need to get my Easter stuff moving, so happy to see the sales coming in. And we're starting it off with this cute little elf. The elf seemed to sell pretty fast. I paid $1. This one sold for $17.95. And now we have a sale going out to one of you guys. This order is for Tracy, and Tracy bought 2 items from us. The first is going to be in this bin, but the clearance of the shelf is not letting me get a good peek, so we're going to move it on over here and see if we can find it. She got a lanyard, and this is actually a 2007 Super Bowl one. It was held in Miami, and she also bought our very first sticker that we've sold. So these are available in my store for $4.95 with free shipping. We're just going to pack it with her lanyard. Thank you so much, Tracy. I have a quarter into the lanyard, and everything sold for $12.41. Now with the stickers, it's going to be hard to give you guys a price because I bought them for promotion and then never ended up passing them out to anybody, so it's hard to tell you exactly how much I paid. This Anna Lee doll, though, we paid $1 for. It sold for $15.26, and St. Patrick's Day dolls are still selling, which makes me happy. Now we have a lapel pin going out, and this one has a little cameo on it. Very pretty. Picked it up at an estate sale for 50 cents. It sold for $10.01. You guys can see I got my fan going. It's really starting to warm up here. It's 80 degrees today. We have another paperback book going out, and this one is called The Parasite, and of course it's the very bottom book. Let's get that out without tipping everything over. Alright, so this horror paperback book is from 1981, and in pretty good shape for being older than I am. I'm not in this good a shape. I'm very creaky. We paid 50 cents. It sold for $6.46. So if you're looking for paperback books, that horror theme seems to be doing pretty well. I'll keep an eye out for those in the future. Now this item I actually got inside of another item I bought at an estate sale. I bought a Tupperware container that I really wanted, and these were inside. It's a little bingo wand with magnetic bingo markers. We paid $1. It sold for $16.95, and I got to keep the Tupperware, so that was pretty cool. Now we have a little raccoon pencil hugger going out. I pick up these pencil huggers every time I see them and then never get around to listing them. I have a bunch to list. But this cute little guy we paid $1 for at an estate sale. He sold for $7.61. And we have a board game going out. Not backgammon. We're just going to slide that out of the way. It's going to be the SeaWorld Monopoly. It is open, but it is also complete. SeaWorld, of course, is in Florida, and this is going all the way to California, which I think is kind of neat. We paid $1.59 at our local thrift store and accepted an offer of $20. Alright, now we're going over to our linen closet, and please excuse the mess over here. I just threw a bunch of boxes and bags in here to get them out of my car. We are looking for a hand/dish towel, the kind that you hang over the handle on your oven. It's got crocheted top to it. Alright, here it is. Really pretty festive colors, yellows and oranges, and it's got a butterfly and flowers. And of course the top is crocheted, so this was handmade. It's got a little button on it. We paid $0.25 for this at an estate sale. It sold for $6.95. Now this next item I think is pretty cool. I've had it in my store for quite some time. I thought skeleton keys did pretty good, but they don't really move very fast for me. But it's still a very neat item, and it was a pleasure owning it. This is a folding skeleton key. Kind of neat. It's like on a hinge so you can get along, and then it folds back up into itself. Very cool item. We paid $1 for it at a flea market. It sold for $15.95. And last week I sold an armadillo belt buckle and thought it was the last one, but apparently there's still one more because it sold. And if it isn't here, then I messed up and I'm gonna get a ding on my account. So hopefully it's in this box. Come on, little belt buckle, show yourself. It should be easy to spot. It's red. All right, there he is. He was hiding. So this Armadillo Texas belt buckle is the last one that we have. We picked up, I don't know, maybe 8 of them from a highway sale, paid $1 a piece, and it sold for $12.71. Now we have a CD going out that came from that yard sale where I got a giant box for $5. So I have about a nickel a piece into all the CDs that came from that. And most of them were like punk rock or hard rock or 80s rock. This one's a country music singer, so I don't know. It was a very eclectic mix, I guess. And always want to check to make sure the CD is inside. This is Justin Moore's self-titled CD. It sold for $4.95. Alright, another St. Patrick's mouse going out. Love to see it. This is a little guy and he's holding 3 little coins. I like his scarf that he's wearing. Super cute. Paid $1. He sold for $11.86. Now I love this next item. It has been in my store forever. We found it at an estate sale. I think these were the first like new old stock, really vintage napkins that I found. And they're so happy. These are made by Gibson and they're like luncheon napkins, and it says, "Have a happy day." So cute, so kitschy. Paid $0.25 for them. They sold for $7. And I also love this item. I actually like the bags that people hang on their clotheslines to hold their clothespins, and that's what this is. But this one's special because it's actually made out of a vintage children's dress. So cute. Love the floral pattern on it. Just love everything about it. And when I sell these, if they have clothespins and they're vintage ones, I usually include them. So there's a whole bag of them. And it's just held up by this little plastic hanger. I paid $1 and accepted an offer of $18. Now we have a vintage wallet going out. This is a hand-tooled leather wallet from Mexico. And it should be in this bin. This is where I put my wallets. So it should be hiding in here somewhere. It's been listed for a while, so it might be buried near the bottom. Come on, little wallet, show yourself. I've got a lot of orders to pack. Don't have time to be hunting too long. All right, here it is. And it's got an eagle on the front. And then stamped in the top corner, it says Mexico. Very cool. And it's definitely a vintage item. It's a little crispy, but still a neat thing to have. Got a little coin pocket, a place for pictures or IDs, and this little flap here. Let's see if we can get it up. Oh, I didn't realize there were pictures and people's information in there. Got to check the listing to make sure that wasn't in the photograph. If it wasn't, I will take them out. I paid $1.99 at Goodwill. It sold for $14.95. And the pictures were not in the photos, so we can remove those before sending them to the buyer. Now we have a little bag of Jesuses going out. There are 15 of them in this bag. We found this at the bins for $0.25. It sold for $4. I go on a lot of cruises and people hide ducks all over cruises, but some people hide those as well. So I knew there was a market for them for somebody. Now we have this set of 2 stoneware coffee mugs going out, and they are vintage, made in Japan, kind of cute little farm scene on them. I paid 99 cents a piece. They sold for $19.95. Here's another item that's been in my store for quite some time, and happy to see it finally get a new home. This was a bins find very, very early on in our bins hunting days, and I thought it was really cool. Surprised that there's not a lot of value. I guess they made a bunch of them. But this is a plastic souvenir fan from the 1964-65 World's Fair in New York. Very cool little item. Paid a quarter by weight. It sold for $10. And here's another item that sold for $10. I was in the mood to accept offers this weekend, so if you sent me an offer, you probably lucked out. This is a pair of lobster suspenders. Very interesting. Paid $1.99. They sold for $10, and they are going to the Northeast, so maybe somebody's going to wear them at a seafood restaurant. Now we have another double item order going out. The first is this cute little Easter bunny rabbit planting flowers in a pot. And the next one is a 6-inch doll, which most of these are 6-inch dolls, so it's going to take me a second to find her. We're looking for a bunny in a green dress. And there she is. I love this bunny. Probably my favorite bunny that I found because it looks like she's got this surprised expression on her face, and she's wearing pearls, and it looks like she's clutching them, which I think is hilarious. These cost me $2, sold them for $23 combined. Now here's a little bolo item for you if you happen to live near a bins, or you can find a bunch of paperback books super cheap. We went to the bins a week or two ago and I found a bunch of Stephen King paperback books. My Stephen King books have not been moving that fast individually, so I decided to lot these all up, and there are 11 of them. I paid $2.75. They sold within a day for $59.95. So the lots are the way to go. I might even delist the ones I already have listed and lot those up because that sold super quick and for great money. And our last item for this video is another one of those college cups that I got in an estate sale. Only paid 10 cents a piece for them. This is the Eastern University of Virginia, and it's from 1979. It sold for $8.46. So this is everything we've pulled so far, but we still have 30 more orders left to go, so stay tuned for the next video of what sold.